Imagine trying to shoot a video with my daughter and 3 guests of her friends and my wife and 2 Yorkies just after 2:00 a.m. Can't get no rest. Don't have no peace. And I'm not trying to add fuel to the fire, but then I take that back as I said that, I am trying to add fuel to the fire because, I want peace. Just like any other human being. I don't care what race you are. If you ain't looking for peace, then I don't know why you living. I watched George Floyd memorial service today. Right down the street from where my dealership, where I work. I have personal feelings invested in what's going on, just like any other black man. My dad, and then you get people like, "Whoa, you ain't really black" and all that. My mom is Lumbee Indian. I'm Lumbee Indian through my mom. My dad is black. But in my heart, it does not matter who you are if you did not watch what happened. And what's crazy is I was at the bank, like real talk, I was at the bank, and because they're not taking people in the bank, you got to go through the drive-through thing. And, I open up my phone. I'm in the drive-through. I'm not driving like on the road. And on my live feed, I see the situation going down, and I'm watching it. I had no idea because of the video I'm taking it from the young girl, 16, 17 years old, shooting the video. Thank God for her. It does not show, it just showed the guy with his knee in George's neck. But because of the car and the angle that she was at, I didn't realize it was 2 more cops with their knees in this dude back, and you don't want to get in I don't want to get in political situations because who you vote for is a private situation, who you vote for. Racial, this is a very blunt situation and it's out there. And, are you going to deal with it or not? And I look at it like I turned 50 years old last year. I'll be 51 this year. And I look back over my life. And it's been more than 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When I go to break down how many times I was cut short because of race, it's crazy. It's really crazy, man, when you just look at your life and where you could have been in life. But I'm still holding on. I'm trying to do the best I can in life. I'm married. I've been remarried. Children, a child in my marriage, 10 years married now and counting. But I did think about it, and I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for my daughter. Let's not get it twisted. I'm thankful. But where would have been if I didn't have the pressure of racism in my life, where, you know, somebody white of authority over me in employment, and they didn't allow me to go to the next level because of their, I just want to use cuss words. I just want to just use cuss words, but I'm holding back. But at the same note, man, I hope whoever viewing this video will understand. I'm about ready to snap just to say, you know, Al Sharpton mentioned about get your knee off our neck. Like, that was so real. It's like, it was so real. It was like, it was so real. And again, it ain't all white people. White people, you got some out there standing for us or what have you about what's going on. I don't understand the mindset because I don't walk through life like I'm a hit on a white person. I'm going to hold them down and whatever's going on. If I was in that superior level in life, in a job, employment, and I'm going to hold somebody down just because of their color of skin. But when I look back over my life, it happened many times. I was born in '69. Martin Luther King died before I was born. I always heard about him, Malcolm X. You know, I heard about this thing. But over the years, I did see these police killings, don't get me wrong. I'm putting everything on Front Street and trying to make a short video, but there's no way that you could make a 1 minute, 2 minute video on this that's going on. It's no way. Please forgive me. You click on, move on another video, whatever. However, it's just not fair. It's not fair about what's going on out here. But it's real. Where could I have been in my life without these multiple situations in my life? Where could I have been if I didn't have the racial disparities going on? And I'm only one. How many black people out there that's been through so many multiple racial disparities because of their race? I'm gonna speak on this because it was real heavy on my heart. I was at work today. I'm gonna talk about my employer name of the company. A lot of people know me. You put it together, okay, that's cool. I'm not tripping on that. But let me tell you something. We at our company supposed to have one of the largest flags in our county. And I know over time the edges get ripped. And my company, they haven't directly did anything to me racial over the years. Actually, my company allowed me to have a pretty prosperous life than average of McDonald's, Burger King, flipping burgers. I'm not getting rich, don't get me wrong. But I looked up today at my job. We got one of the tallest flagpoles. We have one of the largest flags out there. And then I just find it ironic that whatever particular reason or why my flag wasn't up on the pole today. And then we had a couple of threats. And I do understand. I think they, pulled the flag down. I'm not making excuses, y'all, but I think they did pull it down because of some threats about a flag. Any flag, they burning flags. But George Floyd funeral was right down the street. Like, we was at work. I didn't make it here. But it's right down the street. 10 minutes, you could have pulled it to the parking lot of the church. It's just me speaking. I'm not pointing at any direction or anything. I just our company, if you have, or if the government or the governor announce, hey, half mask for whatever reason, they make an announcement, they shoot, and all our phones connected to this computer. So they type it in, and then boom, it hit 200 people. So now you know why the flag is half mast. And it bothered me that, I don't know if it's a coincidence, I never felt racism from my company directly, but this man his body was like 10 minutes up the road with the church where the service was at, memorial services in North Carolina, Hope County, Rayford. 10 minutes from where we was at. And the flag wasn't on the pole. It wasn't on the pole. I asked a couple people about it, like, what's going on? Later down the line, I found out that they're saying like it was some, they sent it off for repair. And that could have been a situation, but I just want y'all to know that out of all situations, out of all what was going on in the world today, on this day, we got an empty pole. We got an empty pole. And I just felt like if the flag was half mast, dirty, ripped, I don't care if it was halfway mast. I think the public, they ride, we got a busy street in front of our dealership, and so many people ride through that dealership. It just seemed like, it just would have been a proper thing. Just to have a flag half mask on that situation versus all the different situations that happen. And the flag is always half mast for whatever reason, and it's sent out to all employees. But on this day, it's gone. It's my personal feeling. Maybe coincidence. I'm just sharing my personal feelings. So, I hope I don't get fired. If they fire me, I'll move on to another dealership. But I don't think that's going to happen. I just wanted known that I just thought it was crazy on this day that this man's body right here that could die in Memphis, and all the Minnesota. Well, I don't know exactly what's what, but I do know when he died, they started sending his body to different places. And thank you, Delta, for giving us I'm gonna say us, give us an airplane for he can go around a few different places before they made the final burial. It's just crazy. Just why this day the flag was gone. I don't know. But again, when I look back over my life, I know I had multiple situations where race was involved, preventing me go to another level in my life. Where would it be if we was all just fair? Oh no, it's gonna be hard. You know why? I mean, I'm looking on, seeing this guy riding a motorcycle through a bicycle through a park, and these kids putting up Black Lives Matter, and he's snatching it down. He's dogging these kids and pushing them around. I'm like, where do this end? Where do like George Floyd, at a certain point, I have to look at the video again, but at a certain point, he was like, I'm done. I'm good, man. I'm good. Like, when will, I'm just using the word white people because it's the situation, it's white people, you know? And don't get me wrong, racism work in all different angles, like, you know, black people and how you rank than white people. It can happen in reverse. It can, or vice versa. It can happen. Not reverse, but vice versa. I apologize for that. It can happen. I know that happened. I ain't gonna sit up here and be ignorant and say it don't happen. But think about it. What if we was neglected somebody from going another level in their life where they qualified for it? It happened to me so many times. In my mind, I'm qualified. I had the credentials or whatever the situation was at the time. I felt like I know I qualified for it, but I'm training somebody who's not qualified, not had the credentials, and I'm training them to be over me. Make it. Don't know. But I had to share this video because my heart is heavy. My heart is heavy. And after I drop this video, will I have a job? I don't know. I'm at the mercy of whatever's going on, because whatever's going on is it's a movement for positivity of black people moving forward without being neglected. It's not just one situation. His knee was in his neck, but look how, if everybody, all black people look back and say, this situation, man, it's gonna be more than what you can comprehend. How we as black people been neglected. It's gonna be more. Because when I sat back and look at my life and calculate it, I'm like, yo, that's more than 10 times plus in my life that I knew race had something to do with it, and it blocked me from moving up to the next level in my life. Yo, I just wanted to put this out there. at what I'm doing now, it's not a racial situation in my employment that I see. I'm just putting it out there that over my life, I experienced it multiple times. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. How many black people out there been neglected for trying to move forward in their life, to take care of their home and their family and their kids, what have you? And it happened. And nobody was disciplined behind it. It just happened. I don't know. I don't know if I'm reaching for words right now. I just want y'all to know that I'm tired of it. And George Floyd died, and it's just, when I look at the video a couple of times, it's just, I'm floored. And look at the services on TV. I'm floored. I'm just floored all the way around. And like, I'm not doing anything. And I had to put this video out. If I lose my employment, okay, cool. I'll just take that. I just don't know. I don't even know if we'll see it in our lifetime. I always voted every year. Everybody don't vote. I always voted though. In my years, not all my years, but it just ain't right. It just ain't right. I love you guys. I gotta let it go because I can't go any further with it. I think George Floyd is a living sacrifice. He's a living sacrifice that for us. Like, Jesus died on the cross. I'm not comparing him to Jesus to God, but all I'm just saying is Jesus died on the cross as a sacrifice in front of people. And George Floyd did the same thing. Peace.